Y'all, the time is here. I am finally doing my September wrap up slash what I read for Booked and Boarding Readathon. Okay, it's brought to you by Trader Joe's Bats and Cats. Sour gummy candies. Okay, look at my twin in the back. We're twinning. Just me and my twin in them. Go best friend. Okay, let's get. So I will put the picture of the bingo card up here somewhere. I think I completed maybe like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe like 5, maybe 6. I'm not sure. I can't picture it right now. But there is going to be one, which is the translated read. I actually ended up DNFing that book, but the rules were however many pages you finish, you can still utilize those pages in your miles. So for every page you read was miles. I read altogether 3,218 miles, pages, 3,218 pages in the month of September, which came out to miles, which made me a VIP reader, okay, private jet page turner, okay, and I made these little tickets. Isn't that cute? So let's go through what I read. We'll start with the DNF. For the translated read, I did No Place to Bury the Dead. I ended up DNFing this one. I just did not care for it, and that is by Karina Borgo, I think. It just wasn't for me. I thought it was going to be like some type of like horror thriller, but it's more of like a sci-fi literary fiction read. That was the only one I think I DNF'd. Next, for author from a different continent, I did my girl Darcy Coates. I did 6 books by her, y'all. 6 books. 6, y'all. I did all 4 books in the Blood Winter series. Wait, was it 4? Yeah. It's 4 books in the Blood Winter series. Then I did the Carol Hunt, and then I did the Folklore Ghost. The Blood Winter series, it was so entertaining. It was like The Walking Dead meets Independence Day meets Bridgerton. Like, I don't know. It was crazy. It was crazy, but it was good. I literally finished it in like 2 weeks. All of them like in 2 weeks, maybe less. So good. So good. What else did I do? I did book by a BIPOC author from a different region. I did Vanessa Walters. She's from the UK. And that was The Lagos Wife. This was okay. It was a slow burn type of family drama, whodunit type of thing. And I thought it was going to be, I also used it for Country I've Never Been To, which is Lagos, Nigeria. And it was okay. I just kind of expected it to be more atmospheric in describing Lagos instead of talking bad about Lagos, but you know, that's kind of what it did. Another book that I read for a BIPOC author in a different region was Flowers for the Sea by Zen E. Rockland. I enjoyed this novella horror story. This was actually pretty good. Anything that has to do with like childbearing is horror to me, because it is fascinating what the female body can do. Okay. The next one that I did is a book where there is a road trip. I did The Teller of Small Fortune, and this is by, I think her name is Julie. Okay, yeah, so Julie Leon. That was cute. It's more of like a cozy type of read. It had a little bit of a plot, but it follows an immigrant traveler who is pretty much running from her family, and she stumbles upon 2 men who are on the lookout or the hunt for one of the man's daughters who has potentially been kidnapped. And so because when they find out that she is a teller and like she can, you know, tell fortunes, they're like, you're coming with us. And it just kind of takes them on this like adventure, and they meet people along the way. They meet friends and family. It becomes like a found family type of thing. So it's really cute. I enjoyed it. And then the last one that I did was, I can't even remember. Okay, duh. It is a book where the character travels, and I did a Psalm for the Wild Built, and this is by Becky Chambers, and it's like this solar punk novella. about this, and it's the first in a series. Yeah, I think it's gonna be 3 or 4 books, but it follows Dex, who is a non-binary tea monk who meets a robot named Muscap. Yeah, and they pretty much travel in the wilderness, and they learn things about each other and themselves, and it just kind of explores these themes about purpose and consciousness, and you know, a human's like need for meaning, and you know, um being helpful, and just what our purpose is. And I thought it was cute. I will definitely continue the series. It's just this cute, cozy type of quick read, and it's a vibe. It's a vibe. So that's what I did for Booked and Boarding. I am definitely hoping to continue this. I think I want to, for next year, focus on maybe a country and find different authors there, different places in the country, different cities or whatever, so forth, and just learn about this place and find books and find BIPOC authors and so forth and so on, and go from there. But I really enjoyed this. This is why I love my job, because it just allows me to travel, and this is why I love reading, because it allows me to travel without even leaving the comfort of my home. So if you read any books that dealt with your character traveling, or it had to do with another country, I would love to hear about it, or another place you haven't been to, I would love to hear about it in the comments. And I really didn't advertise this a lot, so I'm not too sure if anyone else participated, but if you did, I'd like to know. If not, let me know if you will think about it in the future. Love you guys, and I will see you next time.